The truth shall set me free. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling, and there's been a lot of news regarding MJF, Will Ospreay, and of course a certain Britt Baker. And while MJF was over in the United Kingdom, brother, of course I don't even know what he was at a Revolution event wrestling. Will Ospreay came out and tried to attack him. I mean, this to me, this just shows how indie AEW is. People are like, oh, but that's good. They can wrestle in these feds. I mean, it was like an arena filled with 200 people, and MJF was talking to Jack King. You might be wondering who's Jack King. I remember a million years ago when I used to watch Walt Culture Wrestling. Now, these guys left Walt Culture and created their own thing that's now Cultaholic. But I remember a million years ago when I used to watch Walt Culture Wrestling, used to have Adam Blompier, used to have Adam Pacitti, King Ross, used to have this guy, Jack the Jobber. It's like it was some really entertaining shit. And now this guy's interviewing MJF, but obviously they've done a lot in the wrestling business, right? It's not just what Big Stevie says, alright, troops. They've done a lot. So what did MJF say regarding this? He says, does that pass the smell test? Well, let me get my nostrils out, because I can smell shite. And we're going to break it down. We're going to react to his comments, and we're going to do it all around town. So this is what he said. This is why he was speaking to Cultaholic, and I quote, tell me if this passes the smell test. I barge into a woman's locker room. I scream in the face of a 110-pound woman, and then I physically threaten her by punching a wall in her vicinity, and I don't get suspended. Does that pass the smell test to you? Almost everything that was written down didn't happen. Everybody has co-workers at work they may not get along with. I have a feeling this was blown out of proportion because all of the English wrestling commentary places that make money off of people like me, who are far more rich and talented and handsome and humble, need clickbait. I don't have to like any of my co-workers, and that's fine. But yeah, dude, that shit was wild to read. Well, I mean, end the quote. Yeah, we kind of said that if he did that, he probably would have got suspended. But saying that, it's Tony Khan. It's his circus. At the end of the day, these rumors were getting fired out there. Well, I mean, he talks about English YouTubers, right, and whatever. What I don't get is it's like, it was the dirt sheets that broke this. It wasn't really YouTubers, it was the dirt sheets that broke this story about him and Will Ospreay taking this bad. So I don't really understand what the dig is there. I guess he's been tweeting a lot about Britain and the fact he's came here and he's done this and he's done that. But again, does this mean that he didn't do it? Not necessarily, Sometimes people just actually openly discuss the thing that they've done to make it look less likely that they've done it. But do I kind of side with him in the fact that, well, if he actually did do it, would he be suspended right now? He should be suspended if he's like, well, I say he should be suspended, right? End of the day, it's not even a fact that he should have been suspended over it. Would there not have been more fallout if he did? Like, would women not, like, literally want MJF banned from the arena if he's coming into their locker room and physically threatening them and punching holes in walls? Would Adam Cole not have done something? Would a locker room leader like Chris Jericho or Christian or Jeff Jarrett, Daniel Bryan, etc., would they have just sat there and accepted MJF going into the women's locker room and belittling women and getting in their face and confronting women? You would like to think no. You would like to think they would actually step up to task. So, yeah, I'm going to say I agree with MJF and say this just didn't happen. But you never know, guys, man. It's great. It's a crazy time in professional wrestling, to say the least. So, yeah, MJF, we'll give him. I like to give my boys the benefit of the doubt here, Clay. I just don't think he did it, but again, there was people like, oh, he did punch something, but he ran down the hall and did it after. I mean, punching a wall is not something you do. Like, you do it out of anger. It's not a calculated move. You would fucking punch it to release some. You wouldn't be screaming at Britt Baker or whatever and be like, right, hold on, Britt, I need to go run down the corridor and punch the wall because, I'll get suspended if I do it in front of you. That just doesn't really happen. But for whatever reason, people think it happens that way, brother. It really doesn't. But yeah, MJF, guys, what do you think? Leave it down below. Probably the last vid we're going to make on this because Britt Baker is back from suspension, and you never know. Maybe this can draw a bit more heat. Tony Khan will release the footage from backstage because the guy just seems to have a fetish with doing things like that. So yeah, Peace.